What's up, you stupid bitch? Don't be rude. Don't be rude. Alright. But, like, turn on, dude. What are you doing? I suppose while I'm waiting for this, I will introduce myself. No, but seriously. So hello, my name is Shantel from Shantel's Probably Sorry. Don't actually trust myself, so I'm gonna put this over here for now. If you wish to skip my introductory comments, check the description for the time the reaction starts, but I probably wouldn't skip them this time if I were you, because I'm probably going to say some important things. So, first of all, yes, I have watched the show. I did watch the first 6 seasons. When I was watching season 7, I kind of dropped out a bit. It was 704 that I stopped watching, and so like the whole season's gone by. You know, everyone else knows who AD is and what's going on, but I myself, I've been spoiled, damn it, but not for AD. I've been spoiled for Who Killed Charlotte. I've been spoiled, I was spoiled for what happened to Yvonne. I was spoiled for Emily's eggs and Allison. What else was I spoiled for? I don't know, that's basically it. That's all I know, really. So everything from like here on out is just fair game. I think I'm on 715 right now. Yeah, and I decided to start recording because there was a moment happening. I was just watching it, you know, by myself, and Paige is like chilling with Allison and asked Allison if she loved Emily. And so I was like, yeah, gotta pause it, gotta wait till I go home, gotta wait till I have my camera. So this is going to be the end of 715 and 716 in its entirety, so I'm gonna start recording them now. I will record all of these before I posting them because I don't want any assholes trying to spoil it for me. I'm not fond of spoilers. I don't trust the internet. But anyway, I don't really have many thoughts. I've been watching. I mean, I did have thoughts on the way they handled Yvonne. I did also have thoughts on what they did with Allison and Emily. I mean, I guess we'll see how that all plays out. Why does this Fury guy keep discussing the investigation with them in the depth that he is? That doesn't happen in real life, right? I was just wondering. I wrote it down. So while I was watching by myself today. And then Allie's baby situation. So I just think it's interesting. You may or may not hear my opinions on this show. Eventually you'll hear them. Because I have thoughts on this show. Yeah, I'll get to those thoughts eventually. You'll hear them. But I just... I'm interested in what Allie's coming out arc is going to be, besides, you know, the fact that she's admitted that she has had feelings for Emily in the past. But it's maybe I'll just discuss it at the end. I'll just discuss it at the end. I'm just gonna do this. Call it good. Call it good, dude.
Did you know that he was there? Maybe he wasn't after all, but his credit card was. Same card used to buy the train ticket. I finally got the statement today.
I didn't order this.
You did. What were you doing tonight?
Spencer really messed up. Very much so. Hopefully this isn't slanted. I don't think it is. Spencer's really messed up here, so good job, Spence, babe.
There's something I need to know.
What?
Do you love her?
I'll tell you.
I love Emily.
I'll tell you when I paused it, because I was like, oh shit.
Person you should ask about love. You know Emily loves you. Maybe you've known all along and that scares you. That's what made you scared and such a terrible person.
I think this conversation is very complex. Sorry. I remember my thoughts while watching this. For anyone who's watched Glee, you know that Santana is, I don't want to say she's like Allison. She wasn't that bad. She wasn't like Allison, purposely, you know, wreaking havoc or hurting people. But Santana has a mouth on her, very much so, and it's very snarky, insults you a lot. I just think it's interesting because the same thing was said on that show, and I'm not completely sure how I feel about it. When I figure it out, I'll let y'all know, but I just think it's interesting because on that show, Santana also expressed that she was probably like this and such a horrible person because of the fact that, you know, she was closeted. Not because of self-hatred, but because she wasn't being able to be herself. So I also think that this is interesting because it gives me vibes to that conversation. Why did Paige break in, though?
The truth is slippery.
True.
Can't depend on it.
So, I'll tell you when I paused it.
I know how I feel when she looks at me.
I paused it right there because I was like, gotta.
I've never felt that with anyone before. It's like she sees who you really are. Maybe that's the scariest part. Like her eyes. And you want to be worth the effort. You want to be the person she sees.
That was pretty damn gay, so.
Thanks for the water.
I didn't answer your question, Mom.
But you didn't lie to me. Old Allie might have, just to get me out of the house.
Development. I mean. Oh, there
Allie.
are tears in her eyes.
You're gonna have a beautiful baby.
True, because Shay Mitchell's life. I'm kidding. Shay's genes. On point, though. So, that's what I'm saying. Oh, wait.
The girls, pulleys, and magnets.
Oh, wait. I just realized what that line meant. Wow. So Paige knows that that Allison's going to decide to keep the baby. I don't know if Allison's going to decide to keep the baby, but based on that conversation, Paige is like, yeah, you're going to keep the baby.
The pieces move. 436 to Boston. Flight 475 to Memphis. Flight 4511.
Tell me.
Please check the status.
Ezra? Hey. Hey.
Who's that?
I don't think you've ever met Ren Kingston.
Yeah.
Oh, hey.
Ren, this is Ezra Fitz.
Why was she arguing with Ren?
Pleasure.
Sketch.
Ren, go have a drink with us.
No thanks.
Do you think that we could keep this between us?
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Keep what between us?
That you saw him here with me.
Who would I tell?
I just really wouldn't want Detective Sherry to find out about this.
All right.
I've thought about it. About what it means. I'm going to have the baby. Are you sure? But if you help me, I'll help you.
You guys. I got something to say.
I'll do it. We'll do it.
Oh,
Together.
I didn't realize I shipped it. I mean, I kind of knew I shipped it, but like now I'm actually realizing I ship it. I ship
Thank you.
it. I ship it.
For trusting me.
I ship it a lot, actually. But I have stuff to say because I'm conflicted, so. Damn. I want Spencer to know Mary, damn it.
I told you I got the second round.
What time would you have paid for the drinks? Video surveillance shows you paying at around 10:45, is that right?
Yes, could be.
Did you pay with your own card?
Yes.
Which of your cards did you pay with?
I don't remember.
What was the amount you paid?
I don't recall.
Was it $79?
I don't recall.
What was the
I don't recall.
Didn't it say $81 on the receipt? I'm gonna look out, because I mean, it showed us a flashback. It looked like it said $81.
You might want to wait for me to ask the question first.
Okay, homie.
That's enough for now, Barry.
Barry? As in Barry Allen? Just kidding.
2 days from now, I'm going to have Rollins' credit card slip in my hand. And if your signature is on it, a warrant for your arrest.
And when I saw her use a card to pay for the drinks, I pretty much figured that she used his card. So I saw this coming. Fuck again, then I know you won't tell what I said.
Oh, sorry. Okay, you can.
Sorry.
Yeah, Sam.
Okay, Canadian.
When did you do this? Look, I know it's a little early, and I know it's not going to be a permanent situation, but
Anyway.
I just figured while the baby is here that this is great. And you can stay as long as you want.
Really? He doesn't have anything on you, right?
He does. Because that night I got drunk at the Radley and I used Roland's credit card by mistake. You got drunk?
You could have actually been in that bar.
No.
So what Hannah took from that conversation was you got drunk and not you used Roland's credit card. Oh my God, Hannah.
And surveillance.
Spencer, why the hell were you drunk? Because I was upset.
Nicole and you.
Right, but
Awkward for
how
Arya.
is Arya supposed to address a...
What do you mean? Well, I mean, what is the plan between you two?
Your hair looks good.
It's not a puppy and it's a baby.
Shay.
Hey,
Shay's hair.
Allie's going through this experience too.
But it's my job to figure out
She didn't
who broke the
exactly
law,
deny
not
it.
why.
Okay, but can't you just stop being a cop? Just for a minute. Please, can't you just be a human being? I am not asking you to lie for me. I'm just asking you to just please let this one slip through the cracks.
Spencer.
Please, just this once.
I mean, good job acting. A+, babe, but like,
Can't you?
Spencer, what are you doing, babe? This so dangerous. Cause you're practically admitting that shit.
No.
Yeah,
I guess you
Jesus.
didn't know me as well as you thought. I gotta get that.
It's not Toby, babe.
You've gotta go.
Are you willing to testify to that? No.
You caught me in a lie, so I came back to tell the truth. I have no clue where Hannah was.
Okay.
Why did you lie?
Now I've seen too many things that they're capable of.
Do you think they did it?
Surprising. I mean, not surprising. Not out
If
of...
it, I wouldn't be surprised.
Damn it, it's not busted, so he told the truth. He's weak, it doesn't make him sick. And what about destroying Allie's memorial? Stealing Caleb's money? Joining Mona's army? Like, he has a dark side, Hannah. We all do when we're pushed hard enough. I don't care how many videos you show me, he's my friend. Just like every one of you. And no matter how shady you guys looked,
Been
I know
wrong
in my heart
before.
you would never hurt me.
Ah! Ah ha ha.
So true.
Tell them. Tell
You
them.
haven't always known that. You were once so afraid of Lucas you pushed him out of a rowboat. We should stake out the locker. Locker?
Yeah, I thought that's what you said.
Look, we've tried this a million times. When has it ever worked?
It only has
slipped
to work
up.
once.
Wait, are we carpooling? I thought this was your day off. It is, but my mom was away for the weekend, so I
Domestic
went home
Emerson.
and got this.
Kidding.
Oh, sweet. Yeah,
Not kidding.
It was mine. So,
I at least like what they've made of the situation. You know, again, sort of iffy in how they got to this, but I mean, at least there was a decision made after the fact, you know, that they were going to embark on this. And so, I mean, yeah, I've already, well, oh shit, I didn't express my opinions. My opinions are at the end. Whatever, that will make sense when you see the end.
okay, that's not real food. Give me 5 minutes, I'll make you something.
I said I can't. I'm running late.
Allie,
See if you're getting to take those.
they're important. I know. I just can't believe you're already flaking out on me. What? Well, you say you want to do things and then you end up bailing.
Get it correct. They're just vitamins.
It's not about the vitamins, okay? I'm looking down the road and what I see is you tossing me the baby and running off to Paris.
I don't like arguing, Emerson.
Happy? Look, I knew pregnancy would come with some crazy erratic mood swings. I just didn't think they'd be yours.
Interesting.
It's a text from my
What's
Davison
happened?
this morning.
Hannah has to drop off the hard drive
Especially
at the
since-
school at the exact same time as today.
You know, I actually liked the two of them together. I mean, yes, I get it, Caleb, or whatever, but I liked it. I thought it was interesting to see.
I have literally bled myself for you, Hannah. trying to protect you. How many times do I have to save all of you until I'm finally part of the group?
Hey, what the heck? God damn it. I don't like this. You know, a lot of people thought Arya was A. Like, consistently.
Allie,
Throughout all the seasons.
about earlier. This way!
Wait a second.
Are you okay? Yeah, I think so. What happened? Someone knocked me down.
Damn it, Arya. Damn it, Arya. You gotta go.
I'm fine. Really. It wasn't my fault.
Shit, bitch, get out. Oh, just take off the damn hoodie. But wait, if he's wearing all black, that wouldn't work. Never mind. Do they sleep in the same bed? Just a question. Awkward as hell. Hey, what's up, fam? I just destroyed your nursery or whatever. Whenever shots go through the window like that, I always feel like someone's watching, peeping in the window.
What do you mean? There's no way whoever's at that school could beat us back here.
I just want them to figure it out now. The interesting thing they're doing with Arya. I mean, interesting. I know I use that word a lot. Interesting.
It's funny. I thought I heard something drop on the floor when I came in. Thank you.
They suspect. Spencer is suspicious and Hannah is suspicious, I think it was. Don't be suspicious, they are suspicious.
There'll be nothing left to find.
Smart. I thought I was going to set the place on fire. They're smarter. Much smarter. Part of me wonders if it's Mona. I don't feel like it's Mona, but the thought just crossed my mind. Continuity issues. He pulled the headphones out of his drawer twice.
Maybe he didn't. Are you crazy? If he isn't AD, then why is he here?
Because it may be part of the reason why you were tortured. Most of the emails that I sent in high school were about mean Queen Allison. It turned the idea of vengeance into a game.
A game. I lost all your money?
I'll make it back again. Besides,
He has a nice face.
How's it worth it? It's worth losing everything.
You. He loves you. Damn.
I never doubted you were. You were a crazy person tonight. Me? I was scared you were going to tear Lucas's head off. I thought he was AD. Besides, you were the one that used a pottery barn candlestick as a deadly weapon.
Sorry.
I don't know why I thought I had to protect you.
I don't know why I'm like this.
You're basically the strongest woman I know. You've always protected me, Anne. Ever since I met you, I knew I could count on you.
You were my favorite.
So why did you always push me away?
True. Development. Tell me more. I want to know.
I don't know.
I think she's lying.
But I'm ready to stop. I do this. Together.
I don't know what's wrong.
What do you mean together? I want to be a family. Allison, I need to be clear about over the years. I've been in so many failed relationships. And I always made excuses why. But I know the reason. Paige tried to get me to say it, but I didn't want to say it to her. What did Paige? I love you.
listen tonight, it's ready. Tell you what.
Oh.
Yes.
Okay. I just need a moment. I'm fine. I promise I'm fine. This is eating her up. This is a lot. I'm just thinking about it. I know, obviously, I analyze these situations as though these events are actually happening to the characters, because they are actually happening to the characters. Arcturus. Oh shit. Is that a headstone? So, I just got some Ellie's babe coming out arc. So, before I get into the thing about Allie and Emily, I think it's funny that I saw this post on Tumblr. I have not been on Tumblr or Twitter or anything like that for like weeks, trying to avoid spoilers for the shows I haven't caught up on, including this one and Orange is the New Black. Anyway though, so I did see a post, however, before like a month ago, or like whenever the episode aired where we found out that it was Emily's eggs. So someone's like, this show's logic is that the lesbian gets the girl pregnant. The lesbian gets the girl pregnant before any of the dudes do. So I wrote it down, lesbian got me pregnant. That's a bummer, because Spencer is trying to connect with Mary, and now Mary thinks that she brought the police because Fury showed up. Now I feel bad for Spencer. So the reason I'm conflicted about the whole Emily Allison thing is because I really don't think it's cool what's happening, okay? And it's the same thing as the Yvonne thing. I know the reason I was spoiled for it is because people were blowing up my shit. And not my shit personally, but I saw a lot of posts about handling certain situations incorrectly in the writing. This is a craft argument in the writing in order to reach a certain result. So people are like, yeah, I wanted Spencer and Toby together, but I didn't want them together like this. Now this is, you know, now this doesn't even feel right because you killed off a character, and on top of that, a person of color character. And I said I have opinions about this show, and I said you'd hear them. This is one of them, and it's not really an opinion. It's like an actual thing that I've noticed, the way that this show kind of treats some of its people of color characters and kills them off in the manner in which they do. But this show also does kill off just a lot of people in general, but it's not just the killing off part, it's the actual treatment of the characters. But that's a discussion for another day, and the queer representation in this show as well, discussion for another day. You killed off this character in order to, or at least at the time, that's what they said. That was their initial reaction to it. I don't know if Spencer and Toby actually wound up together. I don't know anything about, you know, the rest of the season. But I know that that was being said. And then also, yeah, we wanted Emily and Allison together, but not like this. Because when you think about it, no one consented to that. Allison did not consent to that. Emily did not consent to that. And it's like, yeah, we wanted them together, but not like this. And when I said I wonder what Allie's coming out arc was going to be, it was because of this. Like people made the point that, yeah, also we wanted an actual coming out arc for her, but not in this manner. Because of the baby that, you know, nobody wanted in the first place because of this baby. This is what they said. I'm not saying that this would actually happen, because again, I don't know what actually happened, but they're like, because of this baby, they're going to be forced to actually talk to each other, and this is what's going to force Allison to confront her feelings, which is actually what seems to be happening. People are like, yeah, we wanted this to happen, we didn't want it to happen like this, like we didn't want this violation to have to occur in order for these people to get together, is the type of thing. So I mean, on the one hand, I'm conflicted, because I'm conflicted because I like seeing them together. I'm realizing I like seeing them together, and I like how supportive they are of each other and the conversations that happen surrounding this event. But I don't like the fact that it's because of this event and because they wrote it like that, is what I'm saying. So that's what my conflictedness is. And I mean, that's basically it. So I'm interested in seeing what Allie's coming out arc is, because I know that a lot of people, when I saw the spoilers, a lot of people were talking about the same thing. It's like, you know, the way you are going about getting to your conclusions, or your end game in this case, is a little bit questionable. But you know, I really think that's all I have to say for this episode. I think that, actually no, I have a little bit more. I think that conversation, first of all, why did Paige break into Allison's house? The conversation between Paige, Allison, Paige and Allison was actually interesting. Like, the words coming out of Paige's mouth as well were interesting. I was like, okay then. But yeah, I think that's it. I think I'm going to go on to 716. Hello. I didn't actually go anywhere. So, that was, where the heck is Pretty Little Liars? So that was Pretty Little Liars 716, well, part of 715, and then 716. Let's see what I have for my outro comments, or just, I wrote down idiot. I probably meant that Spencer was an idiot. I don't know, I wrote down someone was an idiot. AD, the Addison. They wouldn't actually make her AD, would they? Because that'd be kind of stupid. I mean, she has the initials AD. I mean, would they really, like, that's a character we don't even know. She was just the bitch that tried to make Emily's life a bit harder. Literally accuse her of whatever. I found it interesting that Lucas reneged on his statement. I mean, I would understand them catching him in a lie, but I mean, I don't know. I guess I just didn't expect that because of him and Hannah. But I mean, it's not as though it's uncharacteristic. You know, it's not as though it's something his character wouldn't do. It's just, I just didn't expect it. And you know, they brought up all that dark shit from his past in the conversation. I was like, oh yeah, true. And now that I'm thinking about it, I didn't actually write it down, but I do think that they're going to figure out that Arya is, you know, being a little helper there. Locker, yeah, because Arya did mention the locker. I'm missing fights. I don't know. I think that they did have a little argument there, right? And I think it's interesting, especially considering that Allison is carrying the baby. And obviously Allison had the choice of, you know, deciding whether or not she wanted to keep the baby. But she also considered a lot of Emily into that decision. So, like, if it wasn't for Emily, I honestly feel as though she wouldn't have ended up keeping the baby. So because of the fact that Allison, obviously she's come to terms with it, and yes, I know I talk about these characters as though they're real people, just go with it. So obviously she's come to terms with it, and I mean, she wouldn't have made the decision if she didn't feel as though it was something that she could handle. But at the same time, that is, you know, traumatic. I mean, traumatic for both of them, but especially traumatic for Allison, who was physically violated. Completely violated. Yes, Emily was violated too, but I'm saying that Allison was physically violated as well, and she's the one who's actually carrying the baby. But I just think that it's interesting, that whole dynamic there, considering the fact that Allison is mainly keeping the baby, I mean, obviously for herself, and because she decided that she wanted to do that, but if it wasn't for Emily, she wouldn't be keeping it. So, I mean, and then to have Emily express the opinions that she did when Allison is already making a compromise of sorts, compromising her body. And because here's the thing, a child that is born out of something that is not consensual, like if the mother decides to keep the baby or doesn't know that she's pregnant and ends up having to have the baby, obviously the child can grow up, everything be fine, but then there are also the women who many years later will still see their child and be reminded of that traumatic violation that happened to them that is the cause for the child existing. They think they can handle it when they have the baby, when they decide to carry to term and have the baby and keep the baby, but then as time goes on, they realize they can't, or that they harbor resentment for the child or resentment for the situation every time they look at the child. So, I mean, obviously they're not real people, but I feel like they're going to do a time jump at the end of the season or something, but I don't know. I'm just going to hope all is well there. Hannah suspects, I think Spencer suspects, they're going to figure it out. Mona A, I mentioned that, like, for a brief second, I considered that Mona was 80. Sasha, interesting. So, Sasha is, like, much younger than all the girls. She's, like, 20 or 21 now, and all the other girls are, like, 30. So, finally, it's very funny. Finally, she was playing a character that was her actual age, because, you know, the show's condensed. It's like a season or two fits into, like, one school year. She's finally getting to play a character that is her actual age. You know, character's 18, she's 18, and then they do a 5 or 6 year time jump. It's like, oh shit. That's why I wrote that down. Hermie. I wonder if, because Charles and Lucas were talking, and if Lucas was telling Charles as in Charlotte, he was just referring to Charles as Charles. So, I mean, because he knew Charles as Charles and not Charles as Charlotte. But I wonder if when he was talking to Charlotte over email and telling Charlotte all the horrible things that were done to him, if he told Charlotte about them calling him Hermie, and if Charlotte would have taken personal offense to that. Well, I mean, hermaphrodite and trans is different. Hermaphrodite is intersex, actually. We don't use that word for it anymore. It's now intersex. And yes, again, part of the LGBTQ community, LGBTQ plus community, because there's an I in there. The actual acronym itself, long, which is why we just say LGBTQ plus. But, so anyway, just wondering. It's a character thing. Arcturus. No. I tried to read it backwards. I think that's about it. Oh, no, I should talk about Emerson. I didn't expect that to happen. I gotta process that. I mean, I didn't expect that would happen so quickly. They kissed. I mean, they've kissed before, obviously, but, like, they kissed. And it's, like, a thing. And, I mean, it's a lot. Okay. I mean, I'm kind of short-circuiting right now. Maybe I'll say more on that next time, but for now, I think that's it. So, these, I'm going to record all my reactions before I actually post them. These should be up at some point in the future. I will probably still be watching Orphan Black Final Trip. If not, I'll be doing my Orphan Black rewatch. I watch Winona Earp and DC's Legends of Tomorrow, though part of me is just like, I don't care anymore, because I don't think people are interested in watching that. So, I mean, I guess we'll see what happens with that. I've already recorded everything, so. Oh, it's Saturday, meaning I should upload another Legends of Tomorrow video. Subscribe if you want to see any of those things. Like the video if you liked it, or if you want to see the rest of these. Thank you for watching. Hope you're having a great experience in whatever time you're having them. Did that come out right? I don't know. But anyway, thank you for watching. Bye.
Can I go home now?
I just got a cramp. Oh, I got gotta text Tom.
Look at her.
That's right, I'm sorry. Mysterious as the dark side of the moon. Perhaps there's something wrong with me. Is my red Sharpie in here? My daddy warned me about men like you. What do you mean? My computer's being wonky right now.
Find out that you're involved.
Ow! Sorry, cramps. What up, Lucas? Where are my stickies? People are like, yeah, like, you know, a compromise of sorts. Yeah, that's it. Marco Polo.
Hello?
So, what type of stickies? No, these are for my red and blacks. I'll use these for Pretty Little Liar. I'll use these dark yellow ones for Pretty Little Liar. I don't know why I'm like this. I'm busy, bitches. That was rude, sorry. I shouldn't have said that. Condense, it's like a... Oh, I have a cramp. Yeah? Can it wait 46 seconds?
Listen, I know.
Hi, Mom. Hi. I'm making a video. I'm recording right now. What, Mom? Pretty Little Liars.
Pretty Little Liar. Oh, I never watched it before.
Oh, fun.
You told me the other day that is liar.
That's different. This different. Hello? I'll be out in a minute.
I wouldn't mind coming in.
My room is too messy for that. I'll come out.
Shantel.
Yeah? I'm kind of short-circuiting right now. Cramp! Jesus, what the f***? Dude. So, yeah, I mean... Bye.